Get to wake up, do what I love doing. Yeah, I had the No-Gi World Championship Worlds this past weekend, and did middle brown belt division, and I won five fights to win the gold medal. So happy days. You know, Nikki was coaching me as well, so people were excited to see my matches, and had a really good response after my matches, and yeah, it's cool. So just hoping to get some more high-level matches in the future, and I think it was a good milestone for me as well. So yeah, pretty stoked about it.
How was the lead up to the competition?
The lead up was good. I left Australia about 3 months ago. I left Australia. I got out of the lockdown that they were having. I left my missus behind and I went to Puerto Rico. I trained there for about a month, and then the team split. After the team split, we moved to Austin and been preparing with the boys for a while now. So the preparation was good in itself. There was a little bit of pressure on me to win. I'm applying for an athlete visa at the moment, and my lawyer told me, you better bloody win this to help with the visa. So yeah, I definitely couldn't have lost this competition. So the pressure was on in that sense to help me get my visa and stay here, so I can prepare for Adcc Trials and then Adcc after that. So yeah, I'm pretty happy that I won that just for that reason in itself.
What do you think about the Adcc Trials?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to trials. My trials, the Asian trials, got pushed back already, so they're probably going to be February next year. They were meant to be in December, but because of COVID and how bad it was in both Singapore and Australia, it got pushed back. So got some time to really get ready for that. Yeah, so I couldn't not lose this competition. Yeah, so yeah, you need to have the accolades to get the athlete visas and things like that. So definitely winning this competition helped a lot with that. And you know, now I can get my visa, my missus can come back from Australia, and yeah, we'll be here in Austin, so happy days. Yeah. I think one thing that kind of messed me up a bit was the weight cut. At the start of the week, I was in pounds, we do kilos, but in pounds I was 190 pounds, and I needed to weigh for middleweight 175. And leading up to the competition, I was originally going to go into medium heavy, but then talking with Craig, we decided to put me in middleweight. We actually read the gi weight, so we read the wrong weight. We read gi, which is 183, so I thought I don't have to cut that much. So I was still eating pretty bad, you know, the week of the competition, until one of our friends told us it's 175. So then I just basically stopped eating, started water loading. And then the second problem with the weight cut is the scales were actually wrong for the welts. So their scales were like about 5 pounds under. So when I jumped on the scales, I was already under the morning of the competition. So I went and had some water and a little bit to eat. And then I got back on the scales, and they actually changed the original scales. So they recalibrated the scales. So I was 179 just before I competed. And I talked to them, and they told me if I don't lose the weight, if I'm not on weight, according to these scales, I wouldn't compete. So then I put on a jumper, put on some trackies, and I started running on the field out the front just prior to going in to compete. So I lost like about 4 pounds, water weight, just sprinting, getting sweat, chewing, spitting in a cup, getting everything out of me. And then when I went back onto the scales, they changed the scales back to the lighter scales. So I ended up weighing 170 from 190 at the start of the week, just before competing, which definitely caused some problems. Like I didn't compete wasn't really happy with how I competed, to be honest. I think I would have competed a lot better if I wasn't so dehydrated. I was cramping up during all of my matches, so there was some times I couldn't do things I wanted to do just because I was cramping pretty bad. But you know, that's something to fix for the next competition. And yeah, I think it wasn't my best performance, but I still got the job done and did it right. So I'm just happy that I won for the visa, basically. So yeah.
So your best performance, you just said it wasn't your best performance, but you ended up winning. So what does your best performance look like?
All submissions. I think all my matches were good. I didn't get scored on in any of the matches, but I didn't submit everyone either. So I think I would have been happier. But you know, I usually move a lot more. I think the cramps definitely didn't help with that. But yeah, I think I could have done a lot better for sure.
Excited to watch.
Yeah, I hope I can keep going on this journey, and really appreciate everyone that reached out and said congratulations and the kind words. That stuff is motivating, and you know, really looking forward to the trials, punch my ticket to ADCC, and then we're all going to be together here in Austin training for that. So with the whole team together, I think we're unstoppable.
I agree, man. Cheers. Thank you.
Welcome. Thank you. Yeah.